One last example. What do we do if we need to find the time? Okay, well, we have to back up a little bit to get that equation because we're going to start with the delta x equals v times t, which I have under this green right here. And to get t by itself, I have to divide both sides by v. And when I do that, the v's over here cancel out, and that leaves me with t on one side and delta x divided by v on the other. So there we go. T equals delta x divided by v. So in my example question here, I have my dog Georgia, who is currently sitting on my bed asleep. She runs at a speed of, she's looking at me now, she says, what? I want to go outside. She runs at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. If she runs a distance of 3,250 meters, I noticed something, that says kilometers and that says meters. How long will she take? Okay, how long will it take her to run 3,250 meters? That's a really long time. But Georgia, she can do it. She runs forever. Okay, so how long will it take her to run that far? Okay, so let's get those distance things matching first, and we'll start there. So meters, 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So I have to divide that 3,250 by 1,000, and I got 3.25 kilometers right there. Okay, so that's the number that I'm going to be using in my equation instead of the 3,250. So the first thing I have to do, it doesn't say it here, but I still have to write the formula, write down whatever math I did, and include units on my answers every single time. Okay, that's how you get points on these. In fact, the number of points that are generally allotted to these kinds of questions is 3. I can write that down for you. Okay, the first point you get for writing down the equation, the formula, without any numbers in it. The second point you get for writing down the work that you did. What did you plug into your calculator? Not the answer. What did you plug into your calculator? Then you get 1 point for the answer. You get half a point for having the right number, and you get half a point for having the right unit on your number. Okay, that's 3 points total. So if you are only writing the answer and it doesn't have a unit on it, you are getting half a point out of 3. That is a failing score. Okay, you might have the right answer. You might be doing everything correctly in your head and in your calculator, but if you are not writing it down on the paper, you are not getting all the points. Okay, so let's answer this question to get the maximum number of points. Okay, the first point, writing down the formula, T equals delta x over v. Congratulations, you just got a 33% on this question. If you stopped there, you got a 33% on this question. Now let's put in our numbers. Okay, 15 kilometers per hour goes on the bottom because it is the speed. The 3.25 kilometers goes on the top because it is the distance. So it looks like this, 1 point. If you stopped here, you have a 67% on this question because you have put in the numbers in the right place. Now, if you get the numbers in the wrong place, you get some of the points, but you didn't put them in the right place, so you can't get all of them, okay? Now, if you put the numbers into the calculator incorrectly, you still get these 2 points. Now, the way to put them in correctly is to put the top number first, divided by the bottom number. A lot of students really want to divide the big number by the little number, but make sure it's the top number divided by the bottom number. So we have 3.25 divided by 15. My calculator says that's 0.21 hours, okay? So if that's what you wrote down, now you have 100% of the points on the question. But if you left any of that off, then you lost points. But all you're trying to do here is gain points, okay? Gain points. You start off with gaining points. Now, the unit comes from doing kilometers divided by kilometers per hour. This one's kind of weird because it involves fractions. And if you don't like this, you can just ignore this and recognize that the time unit on the speed becomes the unit. That's okay. But when you divide by a fraction, you're really multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're dividing by a fraction, which means we're multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, see how it's flipped upside down? That means that we can cancel out this unit and the time unit is what remains. That's where the hours comes from, okay? Now I forgot what's under here. Oh, that's like 12 minutes. Yeah, so it takes my dog 12 minutes to run that far. I can totally believe that. She's really fast. She's a beagle, by the way. Okay. Okay, now, if you have any questions about any of these examples, or you need to see more examples, there's lots of practice down here in the practice on calculating velocity. It says a front and a back. So if you need any help with any of these examples, make sure you ask your teacher, okay? Your teacher is more than willing to go through examples with you and help you understand what you should be doing, especially with the units. The units are weird, okay? Thanks for watching.